reduced. Under the proposal, speed limits on country roads could get a new default limit as low as 70 kilometres an hour. Joining me now is Shadow Minister for Regional Development, Anne Webster. Thanks for joining us again, Anne. I wanted to follow up with you because you were drawing attention to this a couple of weeks ago. There's been a bit of a reprieve, but you're not out of the woods yet.
Absolutely not, Chris. What I fear most is that this is really a Clayton's consultation. The fact that it was never announced and that it was actually due to finish yesterday, the Minister has wisely extended by 2 weeks. So I urge people in the country, please have your say. The government is looking, and this is the ridiculous nature of it, the parameters around this consultation are only to see whether the default speed limit should drop from 100 kilometres an hour to maybe 90, 70, and people can have their say. Well, what about just fixing the roads? This is the issue. And, you know, people out in the country know this and are so frustrated across Australia. I was in Western Australia last week and they've got more money over there, I've just got to say, and they're doing much better with their roads. But nonetheless, this would be a national decision, albeit in conjunction with the states, to make that default speed limit as low as 70 kilometres an hour. I have not had one person who thought this was a good idea.
Yeah, it seems unnecessary too, right? This is a default speed limit for those roads that don't have signage. At the moment, the default speed limit is 100. But if these are back roads that aren't signposted, well, people know them. And as you say, if they're in poor condition, they're not going to try and drive 100 on them. And this is not where all the road accidents and road fatalities are occurring.
Well, look, the numbers in terms of fatalities, and, you know, God forbid there are any, but nonetheless, the fatalities out in the regions are worse. But you have to look at the reason. And you're absolutely right. People who live out in those regions, they know the roads. They've been living there in some situations, you know, their entire lives and are very familiar with the roads. And what I think is how this will impact family life. You know, parents taking their kids to school or to the sports or to visit Nana, you know, or farmers taking product to port. They use those roads, and if those roads are slowed down to 70 kilometres an hour, people will be more frustrated, and justifiably so, if that decision is made.
Thanks for joining us, Anne. Good luck to that. Anne Webster there. You heard her. You got to get make your voice heard. So jump onto the website or contact Anne and make sure that you have your